Chito Ferradans here for a review of the Kowa 8Z. This adapter is a solid performer, delivering excellent results regardless of aperture setting. It has lovely vintage character and organic cool flares. Being a projection lens, it is a double focus setup, so you'll face challenges when shooting or you'll need a single focus solution. Definitely a top drawer lens with artifacts just enough to give the footage some mojo. Kowa 8Z is one of those lenses that everybody wants. When somebody asks, what's a good projection lens? It usually comes right after the Kowa B&H. The 8Z has a twin sister, the 16H, and they are very much the same lens, or considered. But this is a subject for another episode. It is a true anamorphic scope with 2x stretch, and focus comes all the way down from infinity to 1.5 meters or 5 feet. It's a Japanese design with big front and rear glass, which ensure that you will not be losing light, and you will need a rear clamp to mount it to your taking lens, plus a front clamp to attach diopters and filters, since the Kowa has no front threads and the rear threads are non-standard. I'm using a Rapido clamp for the front, and you can find the link for it in the video description. And for the back, I'm using one of my own 3D printed custom-made clamps that you can download for free at the blog. You will also need to print the spacer to put on your Kowa, since my clamp is kind of universal. I like having this one on rails because the clamp sits at the very back and it feels front heavy with 510 grams. Even though it doesn't reach the high prices of the Kowa B&H, the 8Z is still uncommon. It usually sells between $500 and $650, and many of them are shipped out from Japan. In terms of resolution, this is sharp! The Kowa 8Z starts to suffer only at close range if you don't use diopters. I would say to avoid the hassles of double focus, but this is a personal call. And I was caught off guard by these flares as I expected them to be blue. According to feedback from several other users, both versions, blue and golden, exist. The earliest versions are the ones with cool flares, and the modern ones are all golden. By itself, the 8Z can go as wide as 58mm on full frame for 3.56:1 aspect ratio. Coming down to 2.4:1, you can use a 50mm lens. Like the B&H, the 8Z has strong veiling glare when a light source hits the edge of the lens. You can fix that by following the steps detailed in this other video. This will mute the glare and will give you better screen real estate. My friend Matt Leaf argues that veiling glare is a key part of anamorphic character, so make up your mind before you do the mod, even though it's easily reversible. Speaking of mods, anything I showed that can be done to the Kowa B&H can also be done to the 8Z and the 16H. So check this playlist and you'll find plenty of useful stuff. If you like this review, make sure you hit the like button and help me out by sharing the video with your friends. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below and I'll get right back to you. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe, and if you really like this channel, please join us on Patreon. I really need your support, and you can help decide the fate of this channel voting on the videos that should be released next. And also, there's a bunch of cool rewards that I'm gonna ship to you, like t-shirts, oval apertures, and even lens mods. I'm Tjuto Verheldings, and I'll see you next week.